in a mystery case. Did you hear what I said? I said the mystery case. That's better. You probably remember the basics here about the mystery case and why it is so mysterious, but also still shrouded in mystery. So this is important now when it comes to the mystery case, right?
So now she's even mocking herself. Well, it was either a bad week for Joe Biden or kind of a bad week for Joe Biden. Here he is discussing the recent controversy about his roving hands. Yeah, I gotta admit, he is adorable when he's excited. But let's get to the part where he talks about his problem.
Gestures of support and encouragement that I've made to women and some men that have made them uncomfortable. And I've never thought of politics as cold and antiseptic. I've always thought it about connecting with people. As I said, shaking hands, hands on the shoulder, a hug. The idea that I can adjust to the fact that personal space is important, more important than it's ever been, is just not thinkable. I will.
You know, this would have been better if he was wearing satin pajamas. And maybe smoking a pipe. But there you go. He admits it, but he doesn't apologize. He just refers to the changing times.
Social norms have begun to change. They've shifted. And the boundaries of protecting personal space have been reset. And I get it. I get it.
He gets it. See, Joe seems to remember a special time or a special place when it was okay to sniff hair and touch noses with strangers you just met. I think we have a name for it. The dog park. So, that gives me a possible solution for Joe in this era of self-identification. If everyone these days can choose their biology, their race, their gender, why not choose your species? If people can identify as a different race, why can't Joe identify as a dog? Right? Bill Clinton did for most of his life. And there are those who have already blazed a trail for Joe, like this fella.
For a simpler life, one man has transformed himself into a goat. He lived as a goat, roaming the hills with a herd. But why would anyone go to such lengths to be a goat? I suppose it was because it could be fairly difficult, depressive and just stressful being a human being.
So be a goat. Be a goat. And he's not alone. There's a whole group of people who now identify as other beings. Well, you don't see that on Special Report. Or do you? So there's your solution. Joe, you're a golden retriever. So it's not all bad for the guy, because even though there were 7 accusers, the accusations weren't about anything sexual. It was just weird, personal space stuff. And Joe's already joking about it.
He gave me permission to touch him.
Oh, man. Why does every kid he hugs look like a hostage? And if you look at the faces of those he hugs, they appear to be the opposite of comfortable. They look like they're getting a wet willy from a banana slug. But maybe that's what the country needs. Right, Donnie?
There's a weird irony to this thing about him hugging people. And once again, obviously, we're not talking about invading people's space. But the essence of what's behind it, and Mika, you know him personally, is the genuineness of what a hug is. And let's not lose sight of, we all need this country. That's what this country needs right now. Not an invasion of space, but a heartfelt hug.
So the country needs an old, creepy guy to give it a hug from behind. All right, Donnie. The creepiness is contagious, but maybe Joe truly appreciates the human form. Or maybe he assumes they appreciate his human form, because it could be ego. He's making them feel special by feeling them in a special way. But like Joe's hands, at least this issue is out in the open. And you know it's open, out in the open, when Trump retweets this meme.
I shake hands, I hug people, I grab men and them by the shoulders and say, you can do this. And whether they're women, men, young, old, it's the way I've always been. It's the way I've tried to show I care about them and I'm listening.
Okay, the best part of this is the hysterical, self-righteous press rushing to tell us idiots that this video, it was doctored. It's not real.
This president is always looking for a detour down into the dirt. And today, he was taunting the vice president on Twitter with a message, "Welcome back, Joe," and a doctored video pinned to his feed that has special effects to make the former VP look like a predator.
So wait. You're telling me it's doctored? I never would have known. You mean when Joe Biden snuck up behind the other Joe Biden to give him a back rub? That's not real? You mean there aren't two Joe Bidens? Thanks, media. I anxiously await Cuomo and friends when they tell us that this is a doctored photo, too. Or this one. And this one. By the way, that is not doctored. Anyway, Biden hit back on Twitter, so now we have two guys in their 70s in a Twitter battle. Life is good if that's your headline. And what of Nancy's solution for Joe's creepy rubs?
Just pretend you have a cold and I have a cold.
Makes sense. But imagine a Republican telling a young woman, hey, next time someone tries to grab you, just tell them you have the flu. Why not also say, you should wear a longer skirt and a headscarf? It's kind of weird that it's on you to fake an illness to escape the weirdness. But it got us thinking, maybe there's a way to stop that guy who's always trying to invade your personal space at work, always trying to give you a back rub or nuzzle in your ear. There must be some kind of product for that.
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, profits for the first quarter of 2019 have never been higher. Costs are down. Customer satisfaction is through the roof. And it's all because of the people at this table. I'm so proud of you.
Do you know someone at work who often gets a little too touchy-feely? It's not sexual, but it's not exactly appropriate either. You're uncomfortable and have thought about saying something, but you really like the dude, so you say nothing. Well, now you don't have to. Introducing the ultimate touchy-feely preventer spikes. The highly advanced technology contained in the ultimate touchy-feely preventer spikes guarantees that even the friendliest of coworkers will struggle to make contact with your body. Plus, they're super comfortable, so you never have to be uncomfortable ever again. And if you act now, we'll throw in our all-new anti-hair sniffing helmet, totally free. Available at Kmart.
Let's welcome tonight's guest. He could have been big, but instead he was rich. Singer and songwriter John Rich. He's handled more roles than a baker on meth. Actor Nick Searcy. She's got more sass than a tuba's got brass. Host of the Tyrus and Tip podcast, Kat Tiff. And he's both big and rich. Former WWE superstar, my massive sidekick, host of UnPC on Fox Nation, Tyrus. All right, John, is all of this stuff helping him or hurting him?
Well, first of all, I don't get to do your show very often, but you invite me on hair sniffing week.
Yes!
So, of all the weeks. No, I don't know. It could help him because, I mean, as kind of a songwriter guy, I thought, wow, what a great slogan and phrase this could be for his presidential run. Joe Biden, really in touch with the American people. That could work for him.
That is a great T-shirt for him. He should take that. You should actually send that to him.
Maybe I will.
You might save his campaign. Nick, who did this? I mean, everybody he blamed right-wing trolls. No, We don't care.
No.
We don't care. We wouldn't probably want to run against Biden, or maybe we won't. This is at the fingerprints of who?
Well, yeah, I mean, Biden's been famous for this for years.
Yes.
I mean, he's been swimming naked in front of his female Secret Service agents for years. The only reason it's happening now is because the Democrats are trying to take him out.
Right.
But the best thing about it is the jokes. I mean, you know, there's a hashtag on Twitter, Biden a song. It's just the best. You know, you can't get enough of it. He stopped sniffing hair today.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
You can't, you know. I hate myself for rubbing you. You just can't stop.
Kat, do you have any songs?
No songs. I have some thoughts. My first thought when I saw all this happen was if any creepy old man ever tried to sniff my hair, joke would be on them because almost none of it is my hair.
Oh, interesting.
They would just get...
Where does your hair come from?
They would just... From the store, which is what I was going to recommend. I mean, look, this is one of those situations where no one's really super right, like making women uncomfortable, never good.
Yeah.
At the same time, we shouldn't cancel some old guy because he likes sniffing hair too much. So what he should do is he should do what I do and just buy the stranger's hair at the store.
Exactly.
Because that way, when he finds himself about ready to sniff the strange hair that is still attached to the stranger, he can just go into his pocket. He's already got some stranger's hair right there.
Yes.
Take a sniff. I got some store recommendations for you, Joe. If you want to buy your own, he can buy many tracks if he wants to.
Yes.
And just carry it with him everywhere he goes. That's, you know, I mean, I'm sorry, I just gave a Democrat some help on Fox News, but...
He's got a slogan and a place to sniff hair.
Yeah.
Tyrus, can I play you some sound on tape of Joe talking about what might happen next and get your comments? Let's do that.
You expect a lot more people. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, but I've had hundreds and hundreds of people contact me and who I don't know, and, you know, say the exact opposite. Look, I'm sorry I didn't understand more. I'm not sorry for any of my intentions. I'm not sorry for anything that I have ever done. I've never been disrespectful intentionally.
Intentionally. Unintentionally, I'm all over the place.
So we got a serial touchist.
Yes, exactly.
You know what? I love the fact that he made a joke.
Yeah.
I didn't love the fact that there was kids on the stage when he made the joke. That was, if you're going to make a joke about being creepy, please don't have children present. That's just a little too much.
There goes my career.
Yeah, literally. But the part about this whole thing, and you touched about it, is the Democratic Party, them some bitches couldn't open an umbrella together if they tried. Like, they just don't get it. Joe Biden being in the race is a good thing for you guys, for the so-called narrative, new and improved Democrat you want running. If they can beat him in the primaries, they beat a battle-tested vice president.
Right.
And maybe they would have a puncher's chance against the monster that is Trump. If you told President Trump, oh, he's touching people, he'd be like, and? And why they're telling him, he'd probably do this while they're talking. So think about who you're going up against.
Yeah. No, that's a good point.
But good for Biden for not doing the Democratic thing and stepping out. Good for him for standing up for himself.
But the only thing is, 2 weeks ago, didn't he apologize for the white male heritage or something like that? So it's like he's still apologizing. He's just not very bright. I think it's safe to say.
No, I think he's mad. I think he's like, I think he has a team of he has people advising him, you're going to have to apologize.
Yeah.
Instead of saying what he wants to say is, so I touched a few people. So I loved a little too much.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Yes, Joe, you are. If hugging people's wrong, I don't want to be right.
That's another slogan. We're helping him.
Right.
All right.
I got a songwriter's gift.
Yes.
He gave me a hat as a gift. Mr. Rich gave me this hat, so maybe that's where it's coming from.
It's rubbing off on you.
Yeah.
Oops, can't say rubbing off.
Nope.
All right. The Gutfeld Monologues Live is back. Here's the upcoming schedule. May 4th, Tulsa, Oklahoma. May 5th, Dallas. And May 6th, Midland, Texas. Special guest Tom Shalhoub. Go to ggutfeld.com for ticket information.